Hope you're enjoying your Labor Day weekend. Hope you're making some money along the way. I've got a complimentary play for this Monday video report coming up on the game between Florida State and Virginia Tech. Hard to believe that these two ACC teams have not met since the 2012 season. I'm also going to take a look at the afternoon game between the Pirates and the Reds as well. For me, when I think back as a kid on Labor Day, one of my two lasting memories of Labor Day, as a little kid, I can remember going to my grandmother's over this weekend, and at the time, if memory serves me correctly, the Phillies and the Pirates in the early 70s used to play, I think it was a doubleheader on Labor Day, where the first game at Three Rivers Stadium used to start at 10 a.m. in the morning. They did it for a couple of years. Again, you know, I'm a little kid, so my memory a little shaky back here in the early 70s, but I thought that was so cool. Waking up, my grandmother would serve me breakfast, and then I'd be watching the Phillies and the Pirates play baseball at like 10 in the morning, and I thought that was the neatest thing in the world. Of course, every child that grew up on the West Coast was doing that for every single year of their youth, but for me on the East Coast, that was neat. Of course, the other thing about Labor Day, you know, is growing up as a kid, you know, Jerry Lewis Telethon, it meant that school was starting the very next day and you were excited to go back to school. Well, at least I was excited to go back to school. So there you go. In terms of this game here tonight, the guy with the big play here at the site would be Chris Jordan, who has his top-rated 1,000-star season opening game of the year, part number 4, going on this contest. Number 1 was Thursday, Minnesota crushing New Mexico State. Number 2 was Friday, Duke, a double-digit rout of Army. Number 3 was Alabama destroying Louisville on Saturday. You got them all for over half price off. Number 4 goes today, and the same deal. You get it for over half price off as he goes for his 5th straight college football winner to start this season. And you get it for over half price off by using coupon code Chris. $1 better, so made a little over $16,000 betting college football releases from Chris since the 2015 season. And remember, those same $1 bettors in all sports have made over $53,000 over the past 636 days, which is like a little over 10 or nearly 10 months of action. No, a little over 10 months of action by a couple of days. And of course, the other major discount today, I'm repeating it once more, the single biggest discount of the entire year goes today. I do it for you loyal fans out there and to reward you for your patronage. Those of you that bet baseball just like me and have been here through the dog days of summer, the single biggest discount of the entire year. You can save 30% on your total purchase price by using coupon code 30%. 30. PERCENT. It's a mix and match coupon. It's good for any combination of picks and or packages. So, for example, if you happen to have a 60-day package that's currently in use with Chris Jordan, you have 15 days left, and you want to get another 60-day package, which would then be added. You have 15 days left. You buy another 60. It gives you 75 days then of his package. You get 30% off the top of his current 60-day package. If you have an instant rebate, that's automatically applicable as well. Again, the only stipulation, it's a one-time usage coupon. You got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time to maximize your savings. Should you have any questions, you can always contact customer service. I do it now. I do it 2 times a year, actually. I do it 2 times a year. I do it at the end of the NBA playoffs, and I do it now before the NFL season starts to reward those of you that stick around during the summer, because you are the die-hard gamblers like me that realize how easy it is to make money in baseball. And that's what I did for you again yesterday. Another raise the bar 20-dime release as I cashed in with the Oakland A's and their easy win at home against Seattle. And that's where I feel the best bet again is today. It's on the diamond as I go for winning day number 43 out of 65. Raise the bar 20-dime winner number 24 out of 36 since 6 Fridays ago. It's my series opening must-win lock, and you get it for half price off, just like all the others, by using coupon code RAISE, R-A-I-S-E. Let's talk about this game between Florida State and Virginia Tech here tonight. As I said, first meeting since 2012. Listen, Virginia Tech, a 10-win game, a 10 game winner last year and advanced to the ACC championship game. Justin Fuente has done a great job here. This is a team last year that got the job done with its defense. No big surprise with famed defensive coordinator Bud Foster molding some great defensive units over the years in Blacksburg. By the way, if you ever happen to go down to the Virginia Tech campus, one of the most beautiful campuses you'll find. So if you ever happen to be heading down that way, you should take a detour and head over to Blacksburg. But anyway, but here's the thing. A Virginia Tech defense that was ranked 13th in the nation a year ago suffered heavy graduation losses. As a matter of fact, 8 starters from that unit no longer around. Their linebacking core was particularly hard hit. Their returning linebackers only have 4 combined tackles in their career. So that Hokie stop unit that allowed only 119 yards rushing a year ago, well, it's basically a rebuilt unit. Now, this is Willie Taggart's debut game for Florida State. He, of course, left after 1 year at Oregon, and you know he's coming in here and he's taking over for Jimbo Fisher, and he's taking over a Seminole program that didn't exactly have a cupboard that was bare in terms of great athletes that was left for him with Fisher in Tallahassee. But he's bringing in his own staff, and he's bringing in his own offensive and defensive systems. And the key on offense is he's going to run that high-octane Gulf Coast offense. He's going to take advantage of the athletes that he can recruit, particularly from the South, from the Florida area. He wants to take advantage of their speed, their athleticism. He wants to create space on the field, and he wants to run an up-tempo attack. Well, I think that's going to be very hard for Virginia Tech to deal with here tonight, especially with a rebuilt defense. And it's not the type of attack that Virginia Tech is normally going to find in ACC opponents. So I think that gives Florida State, even though it's the first game, even though it's a new system, it somewhat gives them a little bit of an advantage because they, Virginia Tech, are dealing with the unknown. Now, the key for Florida State, however, here is whether or not the offensive line, which has 4 starters back, can provide any protection. Because Florida State's offensive line was just horrendous last year. Florida State did give the starting quarterback job once more to DeAndre Francois, who played so well last year before the season-ending injury. So, can Florida State get the job done offensively? Can they put enough points on the board to pull away from Virginia Tech? I think they can. The other thing that I'm somewhat concerned about here in terms of Virginia Tech, can they score? They've got Josh Jackson, who isn't much of a passer, an outstanding mobile quarterback, can get things done with his legs. I do think Florida State's defense is good. I think Florida State's defense is very athletic. I think they're going to go for containment here. And I'll tell you what, Josh Jackson does not have a lot of playmakers around him. Virginia Tech couldn't run the ball last year. Jackson lost his top receiver from a year ago. I think this is going to be a more high-scoring game than many think it will be. And I do think that Florida State will be able to extend the margin and get the cover here tonight. Again, am I betting on it? No. But if I would bet on it, I like Florida State. I would buy down the half point. The current line is 7.5. At 7.5. That's one of those numbers I'm absolutely buying down the half point. And I like Florida State in this contest. On the baseball card, I am going to go with the Pirates, minus $1.35 at home against the Cincinnati Reds with Trevor Williams, who has a 0.84 earned run average in 7 starts since the All-Star break. Listen, this guy just beat me last week at St. Louis when the Cardinals were on an incredible roll. I think they had won 22 of 27 games going into that contest. He started, and he totally iced the Cardinals in that game with 6 innings of shutout ball, striking out a career-high 8 batters. Cincinnati is going with Matt Harvey. Yes, he has a 3.18 earned run average in his last 4 starts, but with Matt Harvey, I don't care. I don't care what he's done lately because this Matt Harvey is not the Matt Harvey of a few years ago. You never know what you get from one start to the next. In fact, in his last start, that 3.18 earned run average was inflated because in his last start Wednesday against Milwaukee, he lasted only 4 innings and gave up 5 runs on 11 hits. He's 2-6 with a 6.12 earned run average in 8 career starts against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has dominated the series this season, winning 9 of 13 games, including 5 of the last last 6. I know the Pirates have only scored 11 runs in their last 6 games, but I think this will be a low-scoring game. And when you've got Williams pitching the way he is, why not lay the $1.30, $1.35 with the Pirates in this contest? So I like Florida State and Pittsburgh Pirates, your 2 complimentary plays. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll talk again